Hello and welcome to the concluding part of the tour of the Unova World Tour. Today, we'll talk to this guy and receive a Pokemon egg that comes from the ruins in the desert. So basically, that's just pretty much it. So anyway, now we're going to carry on with our next part. So here in this less southwestern part, we've already been to these two upper areas first off. Now we're going to head down here and pick up, or rather we don't get it, but we can push this boulder and we can actually get some crucial kind of items that we're going to be getting another traitor battle as well as a crucial item. So what are we going to do here? So basically now we're going to take on this one traitor battle here. It's kind of simple and it's very effective. He only has one Pokemon, but this is a Whimsicott, which means winds are useless. Archops. It is a brilliant step, by the way. Look at, I mean, it's a good sprite character, and now he uses its fly attack. Very useful. So, kill it, which does tremendous damage. So that's the end of that. Let's get rid of that. Moves on, and we got another one. Now we get to pick up an item that's technically hidden, which is a calcium. And then up here is a dragon scale. This dragon scale not only boosts dragon attacks, but it evolves Seadra to Kadra. If we take on the selection of wild Pokemon battles here, Wild Watchog, just in case you haven't caught a Watchog yet. First purpose of catching it, you should catch one here, just for your own public benefit. Alright, now we're just gonna have to sort things out, because now I think it's time to sort it all out so we can get back to the So let's get back to the max repel, so we don't need to take on a wild Pokemon for a while, which is a good thing, because it takes fucking ages to get through. So remember kids, use max repels, or any kind of repel, something that is not gonna keep. Anyway, here is HMO5 Waterfall, which is very useful for post stuff. You won't be able to pick the badge up till much later. I just figured we'd pick this one up now and get it in a minute. There's nothing here, but there is a trainer battle out there, and an expert trainer is here. So this expert trainer basically, he has 3 powerful Pokemon, which is basically sort of like what happens in a veteran. He sends his first Pokemon a Basculin. I sent out my superior. You already know how to take care of this one. Basically, it's a combination of grass, water, and electric. So he starts off with a crappy Basculin, which is good from experience-wise, because it levels up about 1,050. Next, his newest Pokemon, a new entry for your decks, a Darmanitan. What is a Darmanitan, you may ask yourself? Quite simple. Darmanitan is huge. It's a glass cannon, basically. It's underused, but this thing dies to a Sableye. It's embarrassing, really. So basically, it has tremendous power. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic, but it's weak as fuck. It's literally bullet holes and shit. Embor comes out to take on the Simi Sage. You already know how to take care of these by now. Just in case, let's go wait, when the fuck did he learn Grass Knot? Maybe he actually taught his move? I don't know, but he's certainly dead, that's for sure. And that's the end of the Simi Sage and the Veteran Ray, with 2,880 to go to your, bank account. So, go through here, now we move on back to the sea, which is good. You go back to the water, because we're going to have to go through it, because we could face off, head towards another area, and a vital TM is here. Take this northern one, which brings us here, like that. Actually, no, wait. Take this one. It's a lot better. Watch. And then you move up into a new area, this new landmass. So, let's swap out, because we're going to be facing we're going to be facing a low-level Pokemon. I believe so. And this area is the P2 Laboratories. Here is where you will assume that you'll be... And here you'll find a Dubious Disc. Dubious Disc evolves frickin' Porygon 2 to Porygon Z. just basically, that's it. And this scientist is the only thing on this island. Kinda suspicious, really, when you realize there's no one here. You'll only have one Pokemon in this team, and it's a new entry for your decks. It's a Garbodor. Basically gigantic crap, and here's an Excadrill to clear it up. Just because it's gigantically poison-based, it's still horribly weak. No, seriously, watch this. Take him down, Earthquake. Yep, it falls to Earthquake. With 1,000 experience, that's the end of that. Because he's learned a few things. Oh, sure, you learned a few things, but just because you're asking. He was guarding TM24 Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt, possibly one of the 3 best moves in the game, alongside Flamethrower and Ice Beam. For consistent issues, the 3 deadly moves in the series. Here's a heart scale at this point, so you're gonna need to re-put the end. So basically, now you gotta use another max repel here. So let's see, where do we go now? I believe we go round here, and this item will be a big pearl. Big item there, definitely big items here. So let's get back to the sea, do a little surfing of our own, turn on the So what was I doing? I was teaching my just realizing I was teaching a good move to I was teaching Rock Slide to my Archeops. Now the reason I chose Archeops is because it's a Rock Slide. It's a super effective attack. It's temporary because there's a better move out there. Everybody knows there's always a better move out there, and that's Stone Edge, but we can't get it here. So I believe we'll be facing off another traitor battle, as it were. So let's get on with it, shall we? I mean, seriously, we have to get on with it because there's nothing else we can do here. You go up against this swimmer who has more Pokemon on his team than usual. And such is the way of things. Alright, he'll go up with a Frillish, and here's my Archeops. Now, Archeops will crush him with Crunch because it's a ghost, and ghosts are weak to dark attacks in general. So that's that. And next is a Simipour, which is the evolved, which is basically an unusual choice for the swimmer to have unless it fucking swims. Its acrobatics, however, is a lot more powerful than freaking Archon's thing. So once he's defeated and get small amounts of money, look here, you'll find a heart scale. Very handy and useful. Don't forget the useful. Go between, and you go up against this swimmer. So let's try this as much as we can, because we know this battle's going to last for quite a while. First off, Hershey sends out a Ducklet, which is useless. Yeah, this is going to be the easiest level up this game's given me, practically. So, crunch my way to victory! I'm in the mood for duck pancakes. Level 38 Archeops. Beast level. Next up is Frillish. Where should I teach it? Should I use against it? I think it's going to be Excadrill. Yep, correct. Excadrill here. So, Frillish, a lot of things. And I believe, since it's a water type, it's neutral to Earthquake, and it fucking hurts. Like so. Which is why Ground is still the most powerful. Whoosh! And it gets it. So anyway, next up we have a heart scale at this location here. We're almost back to land, by the way. Indeed, we are nearly back to land. Head down here, you'll find another heart scale. Gee, they're giving me heart scales here like a zoo. It's like they're trying to tell me something. I don't know. So, let's go here. Let's go fly a kite. Basically, let's swap out some Pokemon already, and I believe we're almost done here. Yeah, this is the last island. That's the final gym trainer. Final traitor battle here in the South Seas and of course the World Tour over. Let's go Scraggy. Here comes Escadrille. The reason I chose Escadrille is because it's a weak experience which I can easily get if I use Earthquake, which I do. Little guy gets developed and he dies. And there's no big loss. 38 Escadrille. Big! You want to from me. And here comes a Girder, which is kind of crap. So who do I send now? I believe I send out my big huge Endor to level up. So that's basically it. Here's Embor taking it out with a hitting it with a hammer arm. It's surviving a hammer arm, which is a surprise. It bulks up. Don't know why it does that. It's not really going to do much. I believe it's flame charge time. That's pretty much it. It's down, and I get the speed back. And here's Girder say hello. Hello, I'm a Gordo. I am a stupid. Here's a 38 Embor. Still better stats, and that is the last battle of this World Tour. Right before we do that, we have to find hidden items here. Big Pearl in the bottom spot. Down here. Pearl over here. And it's kind of a special effect because we're now going to have to track our items down. Here is TM19 Telekinesis. It's a useless move from what you expect. Anyway, we are done with the South Seas. We can finally get back to... Let's go back to the game. Next off, back to Australian City. Because we're going to head straight back to Twist Mountain for our next part. So it's still snowing, but we're going to be getting our team players ready because they're going to be the ones that carry on for the rest of the gym, which is the other 6. So, back to normal services in the next part, which is in fact more effective than usual. In the next part of the Pokemon Black Run of the Magnificent 12 Let's Play, it is time that we headed off back to a little place I like to call back to Twist Mountain. And let's go follow Chariot inside because there's a lot of things to do inside that mountain that you can't normally do.